हॅलो एव्हरीवन आणि नमस्कार. दिस इज डॉक्टर सुदर्शन संभाजीराव पेडगे, असिस्टंट प्रोफेसर, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ झुऑलॉजी, कैलास शरसिका महाविद्यालय देवणी, युअर झुऑलॉजी companion, and welcome to my lecture. Yesterday we also discussed, that is the structure of protein. In the structure of protein there are four types we also studied. First one is the primary protein, secondary protein or secondary structure or primary structure, and third one is the tertiary structure of protein, and fourth the quaternary structure of proteins. So today we will focus on next topic of the chapter, properties of proteins. So chemical properties of proteins. The first properties of protein, it is the amphoteric nature. Okay, question may arise in your mind, what is mean by the amphoteric nature or amphoteric property? The proteins and their constituents of amino acids are typical amphoteric compounds because they can easily react with both acids and bases. Okay, that is the amphoteric nature. What is meant by the amphoteric nature? Proteins and amino acids easily react with the both acid and bases. That is called amphoteric nature of protein. Okay, that is the first property, the amphoteric nature of protein. Another second one is the molecular weight. We know very well the average molecular weight of each amino acid is approximately 100 to 125. Is it right? It means molecular weights of proteins are in the range of 10,000 to 1 lakh daltons. It means proteins are the higher molecular weight. For example, globular or fibrous molecules are higher molecular weight. That is the 6,000 to many million daltons. Okay, it means the proteins are very higher molecular weight. Okay, another next is the next property of proteins is the solubility. In the solubility of proteins varies greatly. It is a varied. Some of them are the water soluble protein as well as salt and alcohol soluble proteins, and some of them are the insoluble, like that is the keratins also. Okay, generally these protein found in the nails, hairs. Okay, these proteins are the insoluble. Okay, it means the solubility of proteins varies greatly. Some of them are the soluble, and the proteins are soluble in the water as well as salt or alcohol. Okay, easily soluble. That is the properties of protein solubility. It is the chemical properties of proteins. Another next one is the denaturation. Okay, we know very well any kind of substances is easily denatured by the heat, and here protein is also easily denatured by heat, and that's denaturation of heat is called as, we call it as, that is the coagulation, right? Or by strong reagents also. Okay, means proteins are easily denatured by the heat as well as strong reagents also. Okay, that is the fourth property of proteins. Another fifth property, that is the optical activity. We know very well optical activity means the ability of a substance to rotate the plane of polarization of a beam of light that is passed through it. Okay, that is called optical activity. Okay, and here the protein are the all proteins are the optically active elements, or optically active elements. Okay, why? Because the presence of asymmetric carbon atom in the composition, that is the main and important things. That is the why optical, or why optically active proteins, because the presence of asymmetric carbon atom in the composition. That's it. That's why the we know very well that the proteins, all proteins, okay, are the LIGO rotatory. That means the they have rotate in a left side, right? LIGO rotatory proteins. Okay, that is the optical activity of proteins. That is the K properties of one, and important properties of protein is the optical activity. Okay, another next is the isoelectric point. What is meant by the isoelectric point? Is the pH of solution at which the net charge of a protein becomes zero. Okay, isoelectric point is the pH of solution at which the net charge of a protein is zero. Means the characteristics pH of solution at which the net charge is zero, right? That's why we call it as, that is the isoelectric point, okay, of properties of proteins. This is the chemical properties of protein. Okay, there are 6 properties we also seen. Another next is the biological properties of proteins. There are 4 biological property we also seen here. That is the first one is the antioxidant activity, another antimicrobial activity, as well as third allergenicity, and fourth one is the toxicity. Okay, first is the antioxidant activity. What is meant by the antioxidant activity? One particular proteins also have excellent potential as an antioxidant. Okay, antioxidant additives in foods. Okay, because they can inhibit lipid oxidation. Okay, easily inhibit the lipid oxidation. That's why we call it as antioxidant activity or antioxidant properties of proteins. Okay, another second one is the antimicrobial activity of proteins. Okay, it is well known that the some microbials destroy others. Okay, we know very well any kind of microbes easily destroy the any kind of animals as well as dead bodies, as well as human beings also. Okay, it means that is the very dangerous microbials, and they have easily destroy others. But some peptides have ability to destroy the microbial colony. It means the proteins affect the pathogenic microorganism. Okay, that is the antimicrobial activity of antimicrobial properties of proteins. Okay, third is the allergenicity. Allergenicity, we know very well. Allergy is a damaging immune response by the body to one particular substance, especially found in the food, pollen, as well as fur, or dust particles. It has become hypersensitivity, we call it as, right? So protein or non-protein capable of inducing allergy or specific hypersensitivity. Okay, one particular famous example of uh, egg. Okay, egg allergy is the one particular famous example. Okay, 5 major allergic proteins from the egg of domestic chickens, that is the uh, ohomucide, ohoalbumin, ohotransferrin and lysozyme. These are the very dangerous allergic proteins. Okay, and they have induced the allergy in the human beings also. Okay, that is the properties of protein, that is allergenicity. Fourth is the toxicity. Protein toxicity is due to excessive protein intake without carbs and fat. Okay, and protein toxicity is the buildup of protein metabolic wastage due to under functioning of kidneys. Okay, it means the under functioning of kidneys, it will be occur protein toxicity, as well as excessive intake of protein in the body. That's why protein toxicity, it will be occur. Okay, that is the fourth and last biological properties of protein. So this is the protein chapter is completed today. In that chapter we also study the classification of protein. In the classification of protein, there are 3 types of proteins we also study. That is the first one is the simple protein, second one is the conjugated protein, third one is the derived protein, and these are the 3 proteins we also studied. Okay, after that we also study the structure of proteins. Okay, so in the structure of protein there are 4 types of structure we also studied in the last lecture. That is the first one is the primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure and quaternary structure. And today we will completed uh, we completed, that is the properties of proteins. And in the properties of proteins, chemical properties and biological property we completed today. So this is it for today. Remaining parts or remaining chapter we will see later on. Thank you very much.